Hi, it's Terry, the Real Pickleball PT. Today, let's talk about power. You know that feeling you get when you hit that perfect overhead shot and you slam that ball at your opponent's feet? I know you do, because we all like it. There's something satisfying in having a very powerful overhead shot. So, where do we get that power? Well, there are several ways. You can add lead tape to the end of your paddle, making it a little head heavy. You could buy an elongated paddle, which gives you a longer reach. You could buy a thinner paddle, so it creates more pop off of the end. And all those things are great if you perform the stroke biomechanically correct. Because if you don't, over time, all those great little things may actually cause injury. So where does our power actually come from? It comes from the rotation of our trunk, and our arm simply acts like a whip. Let's take a look at this video. It's super easy to see how Adam generates power. Watch as he really rotates that trunk and whips his arm through. Here he's got the perfect setup. Weight is on the back foot, he's spotted. Now he's going to shift forward, rotate, and drive the ball. Here, because he's at the kitchen, he had to step sideways. Now he has to over-rotate in order to power that shot through. In this, he's a little too far backwards, but again, he just over-rotates in order to drive the ball. It's the rotation that drives the power of his arm. Now I'd like to share with you one of my favorite exercises to improve your power in the overhead shot. First of all though, I'd like you to practice doing the stroke mechanically correct in front of a mirror. Now, just like we saw in the video, you want to spot the ball, shift the weight, rotate, whip, follow through. Okay, let's do that again. You want to spot, shift, rotate, whip, follow through. Okay? Now let's add some resistance. I like to use resistance bands because I can take them anywhere. I have mine stuck through the fence here because we're on the court. I've even put them through a tree if needed. So what I'm going to have you do is slip your arm through the handle here, and you want to put the strap up at your shoulder. You don't want to put it out here at your elbow or wrist because that can increase too much stress on the shoulder joint. Now, just like we saw in the video, we want to get in our stance. We want to spot the ball, we want to shift our weight, rotate, and that's when you're going to feel the tension. That's what we want to feel. So you're going to rotate, whip, make sure the paddle face is going the direction you want the ball to go, follow through. Okay, a little faster. You want to point, shift, rotate, whip, follow through. Right? Great. Instead of focusing on reps, I'd like you to focus on quality of movement over time. So maybe practicing several minutes every day. Remember, to start your motion slowly, make sure you're doing it correctly. Then add your resistance. Then while you're practicing, I would encourage you to use visualization. Visualize that ball coming in, you contacting the ball, driving the ball to your opponent's feet where you want it to go, and finishing the shot. As you visualize that and practice the stroke repeatedly, what that does is it lays down new neural pathways within the brain. And that is just a fancy way of saying you're creating a new habit. You want to create this habit so that in the heat of the moment, when you have the opportunity to hit that overhead shot, you can do that without even thinking. So if you practice this one exercise mechanically correct with resistance, I can guarantee you will improve your power in the overhead shot and you will reduce your risk of injury. This channel is all about helping you move better to play better. So click the like button and subscribe below for more great ways to move better, play better.